Everyone, this is Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Okay, entertainment only. What do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? There is pressure that is being put on the DNC. I have read about this before, about the election report paper that has not been released by the DNC about why they lost, what happened. There is leaked information coming out. Now, just be aware, this is a deliberate leak, is what my guides are telling me. This is a planned leak of saying that the report blames Biden and Biden's position on Gaza. So pretty much deflecting the blame and laying it firmly at the feet of Biden. I suspect maybe it is a little snippet of the report, but it's not the big meaty stuff in the report. So there's a lot of pressure underway at the moment for the DNC report to be released. Now, what I was going to mention in my last video is that news has also come out, a lot of information coming out really quickly that ties several members of the blue side dancing the tune of the devil and the pentacle devil. Now, news has come out that Tallarico in Texas, and I'm going to put it out there, and I know this is controversial because I know a number of you do support Tallarico. I have never trusted the person and I do not like him. I'm just going to put that out there. That's my feels as a completely no vested interest. Couldn't give two hoots who he was. In fact, today I only ever saw my first ever photograph of him. I have never liked the energies he's given off. And today news came out that his biggest single donation was from a Republican backing billionaire. So he's taken big money from known Republican billionaire donors. However, my guide said to me, when I read this, they said it won't matter. So I'm going to trust that. I'm going to trust that whatever is coming down the pipe, it will not matter whether he wins this election or not. Because there's big stuff coming. We are at the final act of the whole show. And the whole show is 250 nearly years old. And we are at in the final minutes of the final act. I know Hogarth apparently has said it's the beginning of the end. We're way beyond this. We are rapidly approaching the end of the end. But I want to have a look at this leaked DNC election report. I really get the feel that this was a deliberate and strategized leak. So it wasn't whoopsie, somebody let this out. No, I get the feeling that this was deliberate. And I can't remember whether it was Cory Booker or Hakeem Jeffries that was on some talk show. I saw a snippet of a video and I said, I can't watch this, talking about this leak. So let's have a look. The DNC election report, what do we need to know? I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale. What do we need to know? Come on down. Right, there was some sort of agreement that was made here. A behind the scenes agreement that was made, an emotional agreement. You stay quiet, we'll do this. You do that, I'll stay quiet. However, you've got the moon eclipse happening here. Challenge is the Queen of Cups, Something isn't being, the challenge is what is not being released, what has been kept hidden. My heart is actually racing at the moment, which is unusual for me, says me drinking peppermint tea. My heart feels like it's pounding out of my chest. Two of Swords, trying to block access is what I'm getting there. Legally block the information. In the past, we have the naivety of the past, the wanting to go back to how it was. This I've read on this DNC report, and it is, from what I get, it is absolutely damning in regards to election steal. But let's see where this goes. Five of Pentacles. The moneyed, the corporate Dems are not letting the others see the report from that Five of Pentacles. They're trying to block it. They don't want it released. There's some sort of agreement that's gone on. There is this emotional naivety about the past. They don't want it getting out with that Five of Pentacles. The corporate Dems are blocking this information from getting out. The Four of Wands, trying to keep it in-house, trying to keep it enclosed, but finding themselves trapped by this. But okay, let's see where it goes, because I think it's going to get out. I think so. Externally, the Ace of Pentacles, a huge, strong document being presented. And it's going to happen really quickly with that Eight of Wands internally. A lot of information that they are not going to be able to get hold of, like to stop getting out there. They are doing themselves this huge disservice. Right, Six of Pentacles, weighing the scales. This could be donation money that's been given out that they want to be kept quiet, or being paid to keep quiet, being paid to stay in the dark by those in control. The outcome, the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, being forced to surrender, and then on the back foot with the Seven of Wands. Being forced to surrender something, and then on the back foot from the attack. Got the King of Wands, the legislators, or an announcement being made, dancing the tune of the devil. But then there's my DNI Haynes report, bringing forth the truth. Feminine energy bringing forth the truth of this, about who had their snouts in the trough with that Ten of Pentacles. Who got paid to keep this quiet? I'm just seeing what's on. The Seven of Pentacles. Inability to harvest. The Five of Swords, the abuse of power, and then we have a whistleblower coming forward that's going to, Ten of Swords, bring them down. Bring them down. Oh gosh, look what's on the bottom. The Death card and the Ace of Cups. The delusional about the steal, and we've got the Fool card, the uncharted waters. Yeah, there is. Again, they're not being honest. They're not being honest, and when it gets out there, there are going to be, and I've been saying it for a while, when all this corruption is revealed, there is going to be people that we are going to be absolutely, as I was poker shuffling, absolutely devastated when they are revealed, and that's a big yes. With that Ace of with that Sun card. I have been getting for a long time now some particular Hollywood types, not Jim Carrey. I know there's speculation about Jim Carrey, but not Jim Carrey. I haven't picked up Jim Carrey. But there is one that I have mentioned several times to people via email. I'm not going to say it publicly because it's I don't want to be sued. Entertainment only. You know, don't write me and ask me because I won't tell. But yeah, the scales of justice are coming for them, and we are going to be devastated when they are revealed. But as far as the rest of it, election interference from foreign, volatile information is going to come forward that is going to reveal everything. And you've got Russia and you've got the agreements that were made. And I honestly think that this leak is a distraction to try and deflect and blame. So the call for the release of the report, they're hoping dies down. Okay, because I'm just going to say there are some very complicit senior Dems involved in what happened. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What is this report going to show? My heart is literally... I'll try not to blow a valve. The DNC report, what is it going to show? What is the DNC report going to show? We have seen it before. Will we see the DNC report in its entirety? I'm seeing a redacted form of it. They're going to do a foolish version. There'll be pages missing and there'll be blackouts and there will be... What does the DNC report show? Even if we don't get to see it, what does the DNC report show about the election? Come on down. It's just all too much. They can't let it out there. The information it contains, it's chaotic too much. They want to keep their cushy jobs and feather their own nests, and they're just like their gilded cages, and they're just going to keep it hidden. You've got the Temperance card here, the pouring from cup to create alchemy. You've got Harris in the past. Crowning the reading, the Magician, the manipulation. We're going to find out whether they released it or not. Complicit. They just gave me the word complicit, and they reminded me of something that I was talking to on some of our email, that the cover-up is more serious than the crime, because the cover-up not only means that you were involved in the crime, you attempted to pervert justice. Complicit and perverting justice. It's coming out. We will know. Let's see where it goes. There's the military, externally, internally, Page of Wands, diminished, throwing under the bus with the Five of Wands and the hopes and fears to do with the steel and the Tower and all those involved, the Three of Cups, all those involved, all the legislators involved, all those in government that are involved. They're trying to pretend it never happened, la la la, with that Four of Cups. We've got the orange twerp here. The King of Pentacles could also be Musk. With he might be offering up some information. And then we've got the Star and something, a huge announcement coming out, the best of democracy, and a huge new plan coming out. There's Jack Smith. There's Six of Swords moving forward, the the legality of it all, the lovers, the fading misogynistic agreements that certain elements are trying to keep hidden with that Four of Pentacles. We are going to be in uncharted territory. So it's not just Republicans, it's not just MAGAs, there are Dems that are complicit in covering this up, and we're going to be disappointed, we're going to be saddened. They are complicit and they are going to be found out and removed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is why it's just an all-encompassing. We can't say, oh, Republicans. And I'm not just talking about the likes of Fetterman, who is a Republican with a blue tie on, or doesn't even pretend to be nowadays. I'm talking about Schumers and Pelosi's and Jeffries and Bookers and swathes of them that we are going to find out were complicit in this. This is why the whole lot needs to be removed and a reset set. And I keep seeing an interim panel. It might be of 3 past presidents and 2 past military leaders like Miley and whomever else, or it could be a makeup of state governors. I don't know what this makeup's going to be of this interim panel, but I do feel that it's going to take at least 2 years before there are free and fair elections held again with this interim panel, and we are fast approaching this point. Okay, I'm going to say, yeah, the DNC, not squeaky clean at all. I'm going to leave it there. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.